Ну что, всем привет. Продолжаем похождение нашего недалекого джедая. Все, везде настрал, везде название нам нужное, правильное. Поехали. Так. Все.
Yes?
БХС. Так, мы куда-то там летели. С этой надо перетереть сейчас будет.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the galaxy. There is only so much room. Is it? Perhaps you are wrong. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience.
А чё не работает мышка далее? О, заработал.
Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others. I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them? The fool dances in your shadow for your favor. The woman, she worships you. The alien obeys you. Even within the machines, there are echoes. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done. Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength. Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him? How he
Ничего себе, не хватило влияния на них.
Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts. Strong influence, indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few. Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith Empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly? Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across. Yes.
Главное не нахвататься темной стороны сейчас. Да ё-моё! Фу! Таруха, ты охренел, что ли? Ах. Но с другой стороны, блин,
How many? Then prepare for an army, I think, for it seems many they will. No? Perhaps not. Or perhaps you are different. I know I care not which of the words. Ah.
о, так бы сразу.
You have grown strong in the Force. I can feel its touch upon you. Do not let the higher mysteries blind you to others. Turning away from that which tempts you or causes you fear is not strength. Facing it is. I have seen you display many acts of mercy, charity in our journey. Why? Even if it weakens those you help, even if it robs them of the strength needed to grow, you have been chased, hounded since our first meeting, and it has only made you stronger, more capable. Ah, then you have learnt nothing from such small things.
Короче, смотри. Привет, Хелиас.
So you may.
Так, короче. Ну вот. Грёбаная светлая сторона. Будь она не ладна.
You
Ну
have grown
что, да, я слишком сильный.
even if it weakens. Ah, then you.
Вот все, как только я услышал.
Ah, now you are learning. Do you...
Сука. Ладно. Ты не учишься? А, теперь ты учишься. Быстро научить. Да, я вообще быстро учусь. Ладно, этой темной стороны не жалко получить. Тут как бы это влияние с этой тетки все равно придется получать. То все было не... Так, все, пошло, хватит с меня. Куда мы летели вообще, что помнишь? А, мы с Телеса валим. И валим мы на какую-то наршада. А наршада, естественно, мастер свуп.
I don't know what it is, but you look different. It's hard to explain, but it's good to see. It shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
Все тебя хвалят, все тебя восхваляют. А придешь темный, что у тебя, говорит, с лицом? Как будто тебя трактор вспахал. Ну, ё-моё, ну серьезно. Как так? Вы раните мои джедайские чувства. Самому смешно стало. Ну,
Well, here we are. The smuggler's moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot.
так.
It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
That bad? I didn't think anything could compel you to bathe.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and Beodur should start a circus.
I fail to understand the reference, though I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
Yeah, some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers, so others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive.
You speak of this place as if it is familiar to you.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa. Finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive.
You speak of this place as if it is familiar to you.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
Так, ну-ка. Спрятаться.
Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in,
Ничего
or
нового
find you
так и
once
не
you arrive.
услышал.
You speak of this place as if it is familiar to you.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice.
Понятно. Ну ладно. Тогда мы сейчас, знаете, что с вами свалим отсюда.
I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
Я-то думал, что-то новое скажет. Можно сказать, по диалогам соскучился. А не вот так. Я в печали. Сейчас этот сморчок еще придет. Так. Опять, что ли, видос эти? Попробуем. Шея просто. Хотя, Гото.
Perhaps you have heard that the Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa walks upon the smuggler's moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Mababe want to susitu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada beer mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meburokra.
Bani sukokran, joka mata storch ban locha. Joanna masaranka ma ramazurata. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha fueko mikojira.
Loka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Febko emareyam ga watasitu insula raka rakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi unawana si chokoratawa.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
The hopo botenyo go jucho picha. When tabani sochu. Norotoga proto lala shishi. Duadosa jibacha. Ratak mansan. Tokosha na chito. Joanna masaranka ma ramazurita. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha fueko mikojira. Каванабота атагва канкадира. Ютака алванджи.
Интересно, а это тот, кто играет в эту игру без субтитров и понимает все, что они говорят. Но при этом он не должен игру проходить. Ну, чтобы не знать наизусть.
Honta nosaka. Jita bedwana maticha. Doveri nincha. Yonona shitasa chuch. Si machatana. Dona researcha makaran.
Угу. Свои загребущие лапы на меня хотят.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. Maybe a little, but landing here means we didn't have to transmit our ID signature. You know what trouble that always brings. In fact, while we're here, we should get those signatures changed. Wouldn't make us such a target when we enter a new system. Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think. All right then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you.
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult, but this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible.
Ну, пойдем. Ну, прекрасно.
Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad! It'll be fine where it is. Yeah, I guess you're right. And by right, I mean you're wrong. Telling me it'll be fine where it is. What, you think I'm stupid? I got another ship coming in, and unless you want that piece of junk's hull crushed flat, you better move it. Got it? That's none of your business. All you need to know is that they're gonna be firing up their quad lasers if they find your ship squatting there when they arrive. No, really? Thanks for the insight. And here I was, thinking you were a smart human. Now, either get that piece of junk off my piece of junk, or you're going for a 2-kilometer walk to the ground. Huh? My trash heap? Fine, land there. My trash heap's all that's keeping your ship from making the final plunge. And trust me, it won't be long in coming, I promise you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Ну, хорошо. Возьмем с собой ее, все, пойдем. Вообще, конечно. Ладно. Не очень хочу сейчас на Наршадал этих ловить.
It is nothing. Let us keep moving.
Что такое? По поводу мечей еще не сделал. Ну, скоро.
No! Look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
Ну вы зря.
I will silence this one.
Я же чудовище воспитал. Раньше на ручное чудовище было, а теперь я сам чудовище. Как-то так. Что и там рефлексы? Ну-ка, боевой датчик. Фуфлоп. Так, а ты у нас... Будешь в боевом костюме ситхов бегать. Сука. Я передумал. Так. Почему у тебя... А, нет, все правильно. Все правильно. Ну, блин, если я ее сейчас вкачаю, она мне потом лицо сломает. Ну так, на секундочку. Сделай мне вот шквал. Хватит.
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure. Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Ну. Кого? Эту? Служанку? Ну смотри.
I saw what you did to those exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need?
Не разик.
Forgive me, straight.
Блин.
Thank.
Very well, but mind what I have said.
Ну ты чё мне делать? В смысле? Я же не сохранил.
I saw what you did.
Why did you do so? And would that be a kind? The Force binds all things. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist. Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
Идеально. С ней побольше соглашайся, типа, да-да, ты молодец. Угу. Так, вот здесь. Служанка, ты чё там?
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship. It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars. So, you admit it's not yours. How did you come by it anyway? Who did you buy it from?
В смысле?
We'll see about that. Watch yourself. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place.
Tom.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them like a shiver running through you. It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare. I'm surprised you can feel it. I feared the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force. Their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life. Strange, perhaps, Perhaps not. It is but the vibration of minds driven by life's struggles. The struggle to feed, to take, to mate, to fight. It is the way of things. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination.
Пока что выбираем
Like life, such waking moments within the force are
нейтральный
rare,
разговор,
waiting for the right
словить
moment when the
темные
critical point
слова.
is struck and the sound rises. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment for as long as it will last. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away.
Прекрасно. Скорее, это тот самый момент, когда почти при любом диалоге, если ты будешь отвечать неаккуратно, ты уйдешь в минус по светлой стороне, если ты, конечно, к ней стремишься. Я ее терпеть ненавижу, поэтому для меня сейчас прохождение такое себе, но я отыграю по полной программе.
Please, look, I already paid the exchange what I have. But oh, look! Here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient.
Я всегда любил выбирать вот это, но ладно. Я сейчас по полной программе светлой стороной. Ну.
Are you crazy? That was exchange muscle. When they hear about this, they'll come back a dozen strong and tear you limb from limb. It's your life. Me? I'm laying low for a while. Maybe they'll forget about me.
And what is it you think you have accomplished? If you seek to aid everyone that suffers in the galaxy, you will only weaken yourself and weaken them. It is the internal struggles, when fought and won on their own, that yield the strongest rewards. You stole that struggle from them, cheapened it. If you ever weakened yourself in such a way for me, I would rather suffer and die than have you demean yourself for me. That is not who you are, who you can become.
Вот надо вот это выбирать.
Then your allies are your weakness, and if they die, you die with them. And because of that, where once the Sith had but one target, now there are many, and you frustrate my attempts to protect you. That is all I ask.
Твою мать. И все из-за вот этой вот из-за вот этой вот, блин. Редиска. Ах, ладно.
Graci ubaci kompadwa la muska na boska wamba. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanjiuma.
Да, новое лицо. Горячу парачи, ну типа того.
Bornacinin so pomaranka wongo kumbiaste. Tonga buga shame zanini tonkai chiteraritza savata. Muliurawa iberendia dia Vishnu nunca se. Utati gramata mandrakotu sa minarinkadin.
Так.
Malampas tarawando krimogawan. Kurmaka trakta vashambash. Jorogo komoshi. Juto manshi dakajim. Jona yurturanga chi ita. Vamos limo podano wanga kun. Ismula rapist. Bani sukokram. Joka mata storch ban locha. Jun sobe me rapa. No kuma randisa makchiksa. Kucha bak tong kinka mata kata. Choba wanga kun not ka yutka kes. Mogachi nota harembe wanachi. Papa nakares magre. Kava dumpa ku papa yi mokata. Yuzuto monorcha das. Noma inso dizuka. Да поботеньо го жучо пича. When таба не сочу. Норотога протолала шиши. Джула доса джибача.
Со временем девушка с персиком превращается в бабушку с курагой. Да.
Таком случае с мику могу граба. Кечичул ида хабанга. Ми паден. Плумин тачу кун небес. Кава думба ку. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa javaskobo sabjo rijiso karvenokso mochito sasa grindeyo. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa javaskobo sabjo rijiso karvenokso mochito sasa grindeyo. Krech, mizoto minaka de sama krema krach vituto. Vakaroze zo mama potaka chi bintano. Vereka chocha heremba soborama hota watakan. Krema nanga kashmun reka chota joka. Kawana bota atagwa kanka dewa. Yutaka alwanji yumaliba. Tuas mahavika si wawanta mo guika wansoba. Wakama nurawa. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa javaskobo sabjo rijiso karvenokso mochito sasa grindeyo. Mogachi nota harembe wanachi drumpaba nakares magre. Kavadumpa ku papayi mokata yuzuto monorcha das noma inso dizuka. Kavadumpe masuraku popayi botenya tachimurota kamsa javaskobo sabjo rijiso karvenokso mochito. Da pobotenyo go jucho picha when tabani sochu norotoga protolala shishi jula dosa jibacha ratakman san dokosha na chitolo.
To rely on the Force for such trivial matters will weaken you.
Хорошо. Твою мать, сейчас хреновый компьютерщик. Он же у меня дебил. Так, да. Так, ты не пойдешь, ты пойдешь. Хотя нет, у меня Антон хакер. Давай, хацкер. Изи. Антон хацкер справился.
Watakla tunji, mula rai mula gritirite, kakolo mebosa. La hupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoki, hiata yamba wajiaki yukito tune. Kawana bota yutatanga kinamatura, tayaita taposananansata, tarak krono kin bulotonga chopa chavba genrut.
Так, ты уходишь, ты приходишь. Ой.
Yes.
Отстань. Защитные перчатки зеркала, ну вообще такое. Мышечный усилитель. А что, стойкость телосложения? Физическое изи. Моя сила не имеет границ, я теперь просто опасный. Ну что скажешь? Изи. 2000 кредитов лишними не будут, тем более сейчас. Ну да. Все, давай. Главное, чтобы победу не словить. Как играть? Серьезно?
Perhaps there was another way past that target's defenses.
Сука. Блин, придется переигрывать. Мать. Ладно, давай. Сука, я боксил. Почему? Никак. Ладно, просто не видно. Не смотрю, ну, если я даже с этой парашей выиграю, ну тогда... Да пипец. Вот зараза. Ну ладно, нельзя тему сейчас набирать. Я уже 4500. Добрый вечер, я сильный. Дроид. А я такой весь светлый, как айсберг в океане. Что ж не... Надо везде побывать, все посмотреть. Место, конечно... Вообще, конечно, удивлен, вот этот вот заезд оказался лучше с багом, чем без него. Правда, там наврезался где только мог. Ладно, все. Так. Блин, я не очень хочу сейчас заниматься вот этой всей фигней с маршада. Я здесь очень много теряю влияния Кореи. Но, с другой стороны, какая мне нахрен разница, да? Да. Пойду наносить добро, причинять радость, навязывать руофа. Без разницы кому. Например, дроид. Вот это чебурашка Тиен.
Gerektada cemente bengaru rugotodo onde juju amataso benkish manensiti. Fela dibono ta monikranakada. Tere wana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinto ron kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terache wemenoto torere senesenten. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru katada. Fiora tora padano ringatel camarada telefibo nubu da bikarana cenirara. Tere wana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinto ron kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terache wemenoto torere senesenten. Tere wana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinto ron kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terache wemenoto torere senesenten. Der rinto ron to wakare koe wapgerebu. Nenso telepachan korsodara nane gra dalonuta cholore. Dosane gravalantro koe wapater tana chingaradana.
Опа, откуда у тебя? Я возьму пока у него циановый вот этот вот. Не. Не хотите. Нормально. Механо-каннибал. Пойдем творить добро. Тёк, бедолага. Ну ладно. Шасси для НК. Ну, я не вижу смысла это брать. Но наберем еще кучу. Давай, давай. Удачки. Все, набрали добра. Знаете, как сложно, играя за темную сторону, оставаться полностью темным, чтобы кристалл был топовый. Это пипец. А тут ходишь, просто причиняешь любовь, и все резко хорошо у всех. Надо сохраняться, потому что вдруг что не так сделать. Отлично. Так, давайте. Давайте. Ага. Да, давайте сгоняем на эту самую. Не очень хочу сейчас на расхода заканчивать, потому что банально не справятся мои типы. О. И что ты тут делаешь? если я по заднице надаю. Ладно, я тебе по заднице надаю. Ну что ты на меня? Ты понимаешь, что я вообще? О, вот это вот нечестно. А тебе не поможет, мой персонаж идиот. Самая печаль. Просто вспомните, какая боль была у нас основным персом, да?
My lightsaber. You've destroyed it. I yield, Master. It is as I heard through the Force. My life for yours. You must. The alternative is only another death. And I would rather die by your hands.
Раздевайся.
I have nothing to offer you. Your strength is superior. It is as I felt.
Ну, так тоже можно.
Now I've seen everything. This woman, she's a Miraluka. I didn't think any were left in this part of the galaxy. Yeah, they're a pretty secretive race. I heard that some of their kind become Jedi, but a Sith? That's a new one. I'm not sure how you'd go about killing one. It'd be tricky. Just mentioning it, she looks like she's suffered enough wounds already, even after the beating you gave her. Well, some of her wounds are pretty bad. Looks like she was already carrying her share of scars, though. I think she'll recover, yeah.
Тебе невозможно затуманить разум, если его нет. Да-да-да. Кстати, разум, я сейчас покажу статы, чтобы ты понял.
She is a threat to us.
Ну давай, ревнуй больше.
I am not asking that she be harmed or interrogated, but she is of the Sith, and she has attacked us once. She should not be allowed to walk freely on the ship.
Все, кыш. Я добрал запчасти. Нормально. Надо к Баудуру сходить. Ну, вообще, я получил влияние от всех. Я молодец. Изи. Кстати, вот, смотри, статы. Интеллект -1, мудрость -1, харизма -1, 126 силы. Он слишком хорош. Это чудовище просто. Я ему, может, ловкость еще раз качну и все, больше не буду. Как же трудно его выхилить, это пипец. У него хп вагон, блин, 200 хп. Чудовище. А еще я в нее ем. Че, женщина, ревнуешь? Давай сделаем по-быстрому.
Oh, welcome, exile. Is there something you need?
Раздевайся.
Yes, your features, your stance. There is a calm about you that I did not notice on Telos.
Я ясно ревнул.
There is an energy about you, a lightness in your movements. It is something I have seen in only the most disciplined and revered of the Ichani weapon masters, yet it comes to you with ease. It shows in your features. It is beautiful to see.
Так.
Yes? Training is something reserved for certain caste members of the Ichani, but I do not see the harm in instructing you in some basic principles. I do not understand how you and Atris fight, but I will instruct you on how Ichani children are raised on warfare.
Раздевайся.
All Ichani fighting principles rely on foundations. If one does not understand the most basic of fighting moves, it is not possible to understand the higher tiers. It is similar to learning the alphabet of a language before being able to use words, then sentences. As a foundation, I will instruct you in our elementary movements. The body itself is the first weapon you must master. It is not something that can be described. Let us duel, you and I, and that shall teach you more than my words can. Use only your hands and feet to strike at me, nothing else, or our combat shall be over. Do not resort to using any items or any force techniques you may possess. Such things will obstruct learning. Very well. I shall match my movements to resist your efforts. And do not hold back, or I will hurt you.
А ты мне больно сделаешь? Мне? Серьезно? Ну давай. Дичь.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements. I now have a favor to ask you.
Просто треплю и пули. Ну да.
The weapon the Jedi use, the Force, I would like to know more about it.
Давай.
It is not something you can see or fight, yet the Jedi use it and struggle with it their entire lives. Please, I wish to know. I see. Thank you, Exile. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Easy. Подержаться, да.
Yes?
Ну-ка.
I do not think you are ready for further instruction. Each movement of our arts demands some time to use the art in battle, or to examine how it may be best used in battle. It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dejarik, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as he slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected him. You are already doing it. If you do not know you are doing it, then training will make you a dangerous opponent indeed. Come, as we fight more, I will teach you. Do not think about predicting my movements. React instinctively. You are doing better. At first, I was afraid that your awareness of your own ability might ruin it, but that is not the case. You learn quickly. Perhaps it is your connection to the Force that allows such things, but I do not think so. Now you fight as an Ichani warrior fights, always in the future.
Отлично. Боевое предчувствие. Оно позволяет вам добавить бонус от вашей мудрости. Да блин. Это бесполезный навык тогда. Черт. Ну я пошел. Так, с Баудуром перетрем, типа вот. Есть меч.
Yes, General? Let me see what you have. No, you're still missing a lens. Something else I can help you with?
В трениках бегаю нормально. Виза, давай
My
сделаем.
life for yours. I am able to serve. If we enter battle, I will fight and die alongside you. I have not heard that question in some time. My flesh is healed if that's the answer you seek. The scars are many and the causes equally so. It is of no importance. Forgive me, but before you go, I must ask. Why do you do this? Why do you seek to help me? Teach me? You must not do this. I cannot allow you to weaken yourself for me. So you say, but it is not something I have observed or seen. I remember little of my homeworld before I entered my master's service. It is not as it was. There is little left of such memories, or the planet itself. It is not a subject which I have spoken of since its destruction. The planet was not destroyed. It remains. It orbits, dead in space. But nothing lives on its surface. It echoes, but there's no one left to hear it. I am not certain I did. I was there when the planet died. To see everything around you extinguished. It was as if I was blinded. It was as if the force had been bled from the world. I imagine there are worse deaths, worse pain. But if there are, I do not know them. I was the only living thing remaining on the planet of Qatar. And my life, my agony, was a flicker in the darkness that was the planet. All that I had been connected to had been severed. Yes, but it was not survival. I still wonder what would have happened if I had died with the others. If perhaps there would have been some way to hide my presence from the galaxy. If only I had not felt that pain, that loss, as strongly as I did. But it could not be done. When the life was bled from the planet, and yet somehow I remained. My master came for me. He walked upon the surface of my dead world. And there, lying in the bodies of my race, he took me for his own. And he made me see. And for the first time I saw the galaxy. And I wished to die. To this galaxy, my world, absent the currents and spectrums of the Force, was nothing but crude matter, rock, flesh, emptiness. He showed the flickering of life on other planets. The mass of beings that swarm through the empty places of the galaxy. To see such creatures, disconnected from themselves, their world, their place in it, unable to see the currents and how they affected everything around them. He showed me to make me believe in his cause. He convinced me the galaxy, all life, must die. He fed upon its ugliness, its screaming, and in its place, he left silence. And where there was chaos, he brought stillness and order. It was not a thing done with machines or weapons. The Force is far more terrible, and it touches more lives than any machine can hope to slay. For everyone that feels the Force, strongly, deeply, each one feels and perceives it in their own way. You have strengths, whether you know it or not. And my master has his. His power is great, and it comes from hunger. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh. And in his wake, life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. And those who feel the Force strongly are beacons to his hunger. My people, my planet, would have been attacked in time. It was inevitable. Yet we could do nothing about it. The Jedi, the last council of the Jedi, came to our world to meet in secret. They hoped that perhaps among our people, they could achieve the clarity to see what was striking them from the darkness of the galaxy. They succeeded, but only in bringing him from the outer regions. And Qatar, with my kind, with the Jedi upon its surface, could no longer be ignored. And my people died, and the Jedi died, and there was no one left, only me. He cannot deny his hunger for long, and any gathering of Jedi is something he cannot long resist. And now that the Jedi are vanishing, I do not know what will happen. Perhaps he will grow strong enough to eradicate all life, merely with his presence. They hoped to see the threat that had been stalking them, and they did. But they were unprepared for the magnitude of the threat. He cannot deny his hunger and...
Easy. Помните, я вам показывал, как подрались вот это и служанка? Есть тут один момент, что ты можешь развить, скажем так, отношения с одной или со второй. И это очень быстро скажется, потому что если ты с этой будешь мутить, то она тебе скажет: вот, типа, ты все время с этой проводишь, оставайся с ней, раз хочешь, все, я пошла. Ну, никто не уйдет, как. Здравствуй, Смок. И вот. Вообще ни разу не видел концовку, когда... Хотя не буду спойлерить, но в общем, если она вдруг где-то умрет, я этой концовки ни разу не видел. Потому что няшка зачем? Моя хотеть, чтобы она жила. Ремонт кластер, фигастер. Осталось установить шасси и дроидный процессор. Хорошо. Так. Давайте полетим на Андерон. Андерон. Потом вернемся на все, да? Это более готовыми ко всему. Ну-ка.
Well, this is Onderon. Looks like there's a long line to get into the Isis starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon. Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
Ну хорош. Поганцы.
Ends here.
Вы что-нибудь видите? Я тоже нет.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival.
Охренеть. Да хорош. История светлого.
We've taken some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call.
Бежим на Луну. Что за фигня?
You know, just once I wish someone would...
Что за байда, алло? Алло? Ну? Что за... О! Ту-ту-ту-ту-тум. Ту-ту-ту-ту-тум. Игра настолько отрицает светлую сторону, что даже не сгружается.
Glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky. I remember the days when welcoming committee used to mean something, without being followed by blaster bolts.
Отлично.
It's taken a little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary systems until we make repairs. It'll keep us from being a target.
Хорошо.
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Duxon, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here are military ones. We should be careful.
This is where the Mandalorian Wars started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to Onderon, we should sit tight.
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason. We should explore our surroundings. There is something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flit darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings. And that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. He fought here once, and there are things here he must see.
He fought here? Why didn't he say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
Хорошо. Вот мы перелетели на другую планету. Вроде все хорошо, да? Сохраняемся. Я светлый до безобразия. Почти топ. Посмотрите, ему даже мерзко смотреть. Он отворачивается, лишь бы не свет. Я не хочу, говорит, туда смотреть. Все. Что? Так. Ладно, на выход. Или это сейчас уже меня это ненавидит?
Yes? I do not think...
За рубежом не уважают таких, как твой персонаж.
Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement. Your modesty has no place in combat. Even the youngest of the Ichani understand this. You should as well. I fail to understand the problem. I had heard the Corward systems had customs concerning modesty, but when training, such customs are not practical or efficient. I can see no fault in your reasoning. I do have bulkier clothes. Will this do? They suffice for training purposes. They belong to my mother. She was the one my father followed to war. She was a Jedi. These are her robes. I have not worn them since they came into my possession. They are the only thing of her that I possess. I never knew her. There is no absence of presence when there was nothing there to begin with. I miss only that I never knew her at all, and what it was about her that caused my father to follow her to war.
Ну вот. Правда, она оделась. Ну такое. Ну, зато у него клевая роба есть. Так, с сохранением. А левел у нас какой, кстати? А, так... Консул, я думаю, слишком...
You have befriended the seer. Her species does not see as we do. They perceive the galaxy through the Force, and it is how she found you. It is a rare gift squandered on her people. The Sith carry the battle to you, and you spare them. And as we travel, the empty places of this ship are filled. I hope your thoughts in this matter are clear. In saving her, you may destroy yourself, and do not mate with her. Whatever you may feel, whatever urges consume you, do not let them control you. Such a union would breed difficulties. Oh, I think it is. Our lives are twined. I cannot have it twined with another. Like the servant of Atris, this one has other masters. Though blind, she has ties to darkness. Her presence here is a threat to us, to you. Do not underestimate her or her loyalty. did he? And what do you make of that? You are right to trust your instincts. Something is wrong. It is only a matter of discovering what and why. If your instincts lead you to an answer, seek me out. Perhaps we will discuss more.
Easy. Сохранение. Надо
You are
больше
spending
влиять.
time with the servant of Atris.
Харе меня уже это...
I knew her mother. She was a Jedi Knight, a master, named Aaron Kai. Jedi are forbidden to have children. And when the crime finally came to light almost a decade later, Kai was exiled. She joined the Mandalorian Wars after the shame of her birth was revealed.
Причем я понимаю, почему она бесится от того, что я к служанке заглядываю, и почему она еще больше бесится из-за того, что я заглядываю еще и к Визе.
Revan welcomed her, and she was said to be a skilled warrior, beautiful and strong in the Force. The Force flows strongly in the blood of those born from Force sensitives. I doubt that Aaron was any different. If the servant of Atris is of her blood, then the potential lies within her. If you train her, if you teach her the ways of the Jedi, you will be asking her to break her oath to Atris. It would be best not to train her, and let the bloodline die with Telos. You must train yourself first. The time will reveal itself. Yet if you persist as you have, building her trust, then you will be training her, whether you know it or not, until the choice is hers, not yours.
Ну, хорошо.
Before you go, a word of caution. Spend time with her if you must, but recognize where your true loyalties lie, to the galaxy and yourself. So then perhaps I was mistaken in my judgment. Never have you wondered what it would mean in the Ichani rituals if the two of you sparred and fought, and you won, completely and utterly? If perhaps she would give in, surrender herself to you? Few are the thoughts that can hide in the shadows of your mind. Exile. And such passions are not strength, but erosion. I cannot help but hear you at times, and such curious thoughts they are, not at all like a Jedi. But I shall keep such thoughts to myself, I think. And you should as well. Yes? Then ask, and I will do my... There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only. There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted. Close your eyes. Feel this ship around you. Listen to my words. Hear the sound of the handmaidens training in the cargo hold, her hands cutting the air. the welding of the droid as it goes about its work. Now, stretch out. Hear the rumble of hyperspace, the hum of the hyperdrive, the breathing of the blinded one as she meditates in the dark. Now, listen deeper, past her breathing, and listen.
As my feet walk from the ashes of Qatar, I shall not fear, for in fear lies death, and
you are strong indeed. What you heard was surface thoughts only, but it is something that masters have trained for years and never learned. That is not the real question you should ask. Is such listening enough to perceive the world around you? It is not, because to listen to the thoughts of another is much like attempting to see the universe only with your eyes. It is equally limiting. Now leave me be. I must rest.
Easy. Так.
Yes.
Я никуда не уйду.
Ask. There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all.
Не потерять это.
Do you think to turn her from Atris's will? If so, I hope your arrogance will prove true in time. But I will abide her presence. She may have her uses. Because Atris is a threat, and as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage.
Так я ж это и делаю.
Good. That is the most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will in time.
Сучка. Какой кошмар. Ну-ка, если я загружу, допустим.
Yes. There are... If that is your opinion, it is noted. Is that all?
Да. То есть без того, чтобы хватануть темный, это
Yes.
Я потеряю все влияние.
Good. That is the most to be done.
Ладно, не важно.
Yes.
Да у него в любом
Yes. Have you come with...
Если ты хочешь реально получить с ним все, то ты должен тьмы нахвататься. Будь здоров.
Ask. Does it matter? Of course it does. Such titles allow you to break the galaxy into light and dark, categorize it. Perhaps I am neither, and I hold both as what they are, pieces of a whole. Know that I am your teacher, and that is enough. Or what? Shall you kill me? Hurt me? You would only be inflicting harm on yourself. Perhaps you will keep me here on this ship, prisoner, unable to leave. Is that the way of a Jedi?
Коза, блин. А это все из-за того, что мы тогда влияние потеряли. Сучка.
Yes. Ask. I know of them, yes, and how much like beasts they had become. Combined, united against the Jedi, they command legions of Sith. But above these legions there are 3 who must be stopped. As long as any one of them lives, then we, and all life, are doomed. One bathes in pain, feeds on it for sustenance. The other has ceased being a living being, so consumed by hunger that he has forgotten his own flesh. And the last is a creature of betrayals, for without such things there is no hope. Even now she is difficult to see. She must remain hidden for now until the time is right. If not, then all our efforts will be for nothing. In this you must trust me. If she is exposed too soon, then this war will be over before it has begun. Yes, of pain he has learned much. Of knowledge, of teaching, he knows nothing. Like the others, he was spawned by the horrors of the Mandalorian Wars. He exists solely to spread his pain to all Jedi everywhere. The less said of that one, the better. Even a stray thought may draw him, and it is possible that he cannot be defeated. He is one who has learned the greatest of the Sith teachings, and it enslaved him. Until you are ready, we must not seek him out.
Ладно, пока с ней бесполезняк. Уходим.
My life for your... I am prepared for whatever you wish to teach me. I understand now. I shall practice what you have taught me. My life. I am prepared for whatever you wish. I understand. My life.
Оставим пока. Угу. Так. Серьезно? Джедай часовой. Кошмар. Давайте так. А, да, я же и оружие разнес. Эти пику точёно. Так понимаю, она в стримлеры решила податься, раз силу изучает. Мудрость разок. Хотя нахрен и мудрость. Спутницу жизни, да ни хрена тут нельзя было. Концовку испоганили дебилы. Это честно. Так, а в этой молнии уже где-то. Этой можно, она уже смол. Хотя нет, больше я ничего не буду учить. Хватит. Убийца дроидов, это пригодится. Пипец, я, конечно, за собой утянул. Джедай силен. Слишком силен. Правда, физически даже. В принципе, кому-то и этого хватает. Для меня же это больше недостаток, нежели достоинство.
This shall not stop us.
How may I serve?
Хорошо. Гребем весело. Пока с нами Корея, мы получаем больше. Она типа баф XP. Что опять? Что это сейчас было вообще?
Sensors just picked up a contact heading to the moon. Most of the ship's systems are powered down, so it's about all I got. That ship may have landed nearby, though, or it may be on the other side of the moon. So you might want to prepare for another friendly Onderon welcome.
Я качаю себе скордов.
This one will fall.
Хорошо. Чекаем наличие останков. Опыта здесь, в принципе, нормально, так что рано или поздно. По сути, у меня 5 этих конюк гребаных. Убить и все. Ну, кстати, сколько я получаю? 250, это неплохо. Ну или 4 такие. Все. Орион говорит, что мы должны взять такса. Нашему крылу военных дроидоносцев велено лететь мимо и сбить груз на этой зеленой луне. Как дроиды коснутся почвы, они разыщут базу мандалорцев и проложат нам путь для наземной пехоты и джедаев. Мы ожидаем серьезного сопротивления, а если дроиды не вынесут противовоздушной турели, миссия выдастся коротенькая. Но нам нельзя проиграть. Если так, то республика потеряна. Ну, мне кажется, миссия выдалась коротенькая. Ремонт у меня -1. Так, у меня есть чинитель Бауду. Сейчас этого хорошо экспорт получу. Шипы довольно дорого добывать. Хотя наш геймплей немного другой. $840 опыта, добрый вечер. О да, навыки. Он дебил, но хотя бы в убеждение сыграй. Шквал до фулов, это идеально. Вот теперь я сильный. Там фупло всякое. Давайте вот защиту. Принять. Всем смерть. Хотя нет, всем добро на светлую. Хотя одет я явно не по-светлому. Кому какая разница. Так, а что там у нас? Ну, сейчас должен получить боль. Если к 150, то скорее подводишь. Хорошо.
The orbital fighting just ended. That Colonel Tobin stirred up a Minox nest when he took a shot at us. I'm still working on the repairs, and I have to take down some systems, including sensors. You have to do without me for a while. I know, you're crushed.
Как же я без тебя?
I will silence this one. Let us end this.
Что с гудгеймом опять? Просто Юркинс.
Donos Emeragi, Wanara Gorachi Drumta, Sain Chobin Sasha, Dosimana Rochata, Taranamosimu and Asarans, Krema Sukun Ratungala, Chawi Moju and Kosoracha. Taranamosimu and Asarans, Krema Sukun Ratungala, Chawi Moju and Kosoracha, Donos Emeragi. Wanara Gorachi Drumta, Sain Chobin Sasha, Dosimana Rochata. Donos Emeragi, Wanara Gorachi Drumta, Sain Chobin Sasha, Dosimana Rochata.
I will silence this one.
Единственное, что я жалею, это когда он вкусный. Они втроем хиляют или не хиляют. Кошмар. Гудгейм опять отвалился. Блин, будет ли у меня хотя бы одна трансляция, где вот все будет хорошо там? Ни одного подключения к чату, вот это вот все. Кстати говоря, у меня может быть завтра и стрима не будет, потому что это... будут новый кабель кидать. Интернетовский. Ну, я думаю, вы переживете без еще одного стрима, потому что я пакиваю хрен знает сколько часов. У нас такого интернета нет, просто хоть какой-то. Ко мне сюда трудно что-либо такое провести. Я бы давно. Хотя что толку от такого инета, если тот же гудгейм будет всю жизнь свою отваливаться.
You let the ship escape, I will deal with your failure later, Captain. But for now, find that ship. Our ally has indicated that the Jedi hasn't left the system yet. Send a detachment to Duxon. If you find anything, alert me immediately. Now get out of my sight.
Сейчас 100 мегабит, 700 р безлимит. Лучше на это у нас вообще нету.
This shall not stop us for long.
То есть у нас это единственный прорыв. Что есть? Понятно. Гудгейм все сдох. Чем я его и поздравляю.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Recitation and bring about the termination of hostilities. Distance failing, master. Accuracy ratio achieved. Optimal accuracy ratio achieved. Systems failing, master.
Это что это мешает? Давайте сохранимся.
Fallen.
I shall let this one see. You are no match for us.
What is it?
The honor is mine.
$150 мегабит, нормально.
Yes.
How may I serve?
Раньше у меня был
Stop. That is not the skeletal remnant of a war long past. That is a recent kill. It appears that Duxon isn't as abandoned as we would be led to believe.
Это был жир прям самый.
A few days, a standard week at most. The jungle has not left its mark on his armor yet. You probably have more questions, but let us press forward. We may find the answers you seek.
Сторона. Нормально.
Yes.
Это вам еще видеть, что вас там что-то куда-то
How
ведут.
may I serve?
У нас тупо кабель с крышу кинули, в окно куда-то там провели и все, привет. Теперь из-за этого пришли какие-то довны из ЖЭКа и хотели зарезать его просто. Потому что после того, как идиоты конченые, которые делали зачем, ну, понятно, зачем делали новое, они этот интернетовский кабель просто выкинули, он теперь болтается на улице и бьет об окно какому-то мужику, который пожаловался как раз этот Джек. Это еще хорошо, что я успел их поймать. До того, как они...
Hold it right there. We've got you surrounded. I'm surprised you got this far. The jungle doesn't usually let its prey go that easily. What are you doing here? We claimed this moon decades ago, when we reforged ourselves after XR Kun's defeat. Some of us call it home. Why are you trespassing here?
Я думаю, то и то.
We expected as much. Few visit Duxon by choice. We have orders to escort you to our camp. Our leader wants to speak to you.
This may prove of use to us. Let us hear his words and see if they hold any value.
Гудгейм ожил. Это хорошо. Какая же духота.
So you're the intruder. Our sensors picked up your handiwork in space. I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians.
Так, ну-ка. Вот чуть-чуть тише сделаю.
Scattered perhaps, but we're still alive. Alive and rebuilding.
This used to be the heart of the Mandalorian war effort.
В
From
галактике
this complex we
пока да.
commanded an armada that had the Republic on the run. It didn't last. Mandalorians have a rapport with this jungle. Every moment here is a struggle. All creatures gripped in a constant war for survival. The sole purpose of the weak is to feed the strong. We train here and learn the lessons of the jungle. The beasts also help us keep our edge. Covert camps are not meant to attract attention. Because we conquered them, the people of Onderon still hold a grudge against the Mandalorians. So we keep our presence here a secret. So it's transportation you want. It so happens I have a small shuttle that's more than capable of running the Onderon military blockade. I make occasional trips to ISIS for information and supplies. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to prove your worth. Figure it out yourself. Ask around. See if you can make yourself useful. Or something that'll show what you're made of. I'll let Kex know that you check out. We found more gear than we can use, so you can trade with him if you need some more supplies. Be careful in the jungle. Our patrols have stopped until the space traffic dies down. The challenging beasts have been cleared from the area, but what's left might still be too much for you.
Ну, это ты, конечно, поторопился. Так. Ну, пойдем. Кекс, не кекс.
Alright, stand back. Let's see if that...
What is...
Sith's blood! Fixing anything in this rot-infested place is an uphill battle. This jungle attacks anything made by man. Restoring the generators and computer systems is no easy task. You're trying to help Mandalore. If you can fix the power problem I'm having, I'll put in a good word for you. I'll take whatever help I can get. Whatever wires and tech haven't been corroded by the jungle are at least 10 years old. I'm trying to get the relay dish operational, but several components are broken and need repair. Without the relay, we're vulnerable to attack, especially
Только на синий.
Your space battle may have attracted unwanted attention, and our shuttle sensors can't cover the whole moon. Now, it seems just about everything involved with a relay dish is broken. I've been trying to fix it for weeks and still no success. If you think you can help, there's the broken cables right over there, and the relay maintenance structures behind me. You can find the telemetry computer in there. The only thing I know for sure is we need a new phase pulse converter for the tracking computer. We actually already found one in an old weapons cache, but flaming Canox ate it. That's the problem with Canox. They'll leave you alone if you keep your distance. But if you turn your back on the pests, they'll eat anything they can get in their mouth. Just gut every Canox you come across. You wouldn't believe the things you can find in those little beasts. Alright then, come back when you have the converter and we can see about getting these systems working again.
Надо теперь этих чебураторов.
We've called off our patrols outside the camp. We usually find some entertainment in clearing out the worst of the beasts. But without our patrols, some of the larger beasts may be around. None of us will be around to bail you out of trouble. You've been warned. Who knows? Our relay dish is down, and until Zuka repairs it, we're blind. The Onderon military has cordoned off the planet, so there shouldn't be anybody else down here. Still, our sensors occasionally pick up signals on the surface.
Signals? What signals?
It's like someone is searching the planet.
Республика охраняемая
The military, whoever they are, they've stayed clear of us. If you want to pitch in, go ahead. Zuka hasn't been able to get the damn thing up and running. You can find him in the eastern side of camp, just south of the hangars. Look for the sparking wires, and he won't be far. Our sensors picked up 3 ships landing in this area after the space battle. If any of the Onderon military come searching for those ships, we don't want them finding our base. I don't know. It was some sort of freighter. It didn't land in any of the clearings along the path.
Как я уже
Only
сказал,
some of the
меня
larger
концовки
Tucson
не радуют.
beasts. The crew's probably already dead.
Ни одна.
We heard reports of a Zakek wandering the paths around here. They're a good challenge for Mandalorians. If you see one, stay out of its way. Without us to back you up, you'll be dead in seconds. It's a huge red lizard that's built like a Baragwin battle tank. It has a hide so thick it might as well be Durasteel plating. We keep clearing them out of the area, but they keep coming back. They're tough opponents for non-Mandalorians. You fight a Zakek. If you survived such a battle, you'd gain much honor. Strong words. It would be amusing to see you try to kill such a beast. Try the outlying jungle paths if you're determined to seek one out. And bring me back a trophy from your kill as proof of the deed.
Вообще легко. Ты даже не понимаешь, каким чудовищем я сделал. Вот игры типа Вампир, Маскарад, Redemption, вот, Котор 2, они у меня вызывают чувство сожаления, когда их заканчиваю, потому что оно конечно.
What do you want? Ah, just you. You're no Mandalorian. I don't know why Mandalores let you roam free, but I don't trust you. I'm Kex, the new quartermaster. If a Mandalorian needs something, they come to me. Mandalore's ordered me to let you have access to our supplies, including some military-grade surplus. It's not free, though. You can pay with credits or trade in some of your gear. Doesn't matter to me.
Угу. Ух ты, ух ты, ух ты. Твою же ж мать, мне Матукай как раз в пору. И ловкость, и телосложение, и дамаг. Ух. Да, конечно. Нить. А, купим Матукай, что денег все равно много. Как бы не ложануться, кстати, с этим. Теперь лягушонок тупо. Как мне не нравится вот этот вырез, вы не представляете. Но самая печаль в том, что я вот этот гребаный Матукай могу просто так найти сейчас. Вот так между дел пойду и хоп лежит. Ну ладно уж. На данный момент он мне нужен. А деньги солить смысла нет. И должны работать на человека, а не наоборот.
The battle circle is reserved only for real warriors. Your Jedi ways won't help you. The battle circle is only a small part of our training regiment. A full Mandalorian warrior is a master of many fighting techniques, and here, all of them are tested. If you were to compete, you would have to do so on our terms, for that is the way of the battle circle. Those with great honor decide the terms of engagement. Jedi rely too much on their vaunted powers. They lose touch of the power of their army. Without your force, would you be a match for even the lowliest of Mandalorian warriors? If you want to try and fight us on our terms, that can be arranged. You are new here, so you will fight Davril. He is young and has not been able to prove himself in battle. Davril, what are your terms?
No weapons, no Jedi tricks, and no items. Just fist and foot. A true test of strength.
Put your weapon away, Jedi. Don't step out of the circle and pull any death blow. No one dies in the battle circle. Step into the battle circle. Now you will experience a true fight.
Ух, true fight. Я тут служанки носовал. Вот это был true fight. Ты хорошо знаешь своих зрителей, уделяешь достаточно внимания каждому? Конечно. Тупо. Зря,
The match
зря.
between Jedi and Davril is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. Davril is just a recruit. I'm not surprised you won this fight. A challenger has expressed interest in fighting you.
Тупо
As little
задрал
honors you
бедолагу.
have gained, it is sufficient to accept his request. Let me know if you would fight again.
Че, выбираем следующую жертву, даже хп не потерял.
Here to watch a fight or to... After defeating Davril, you have gained some small honor. There is a challenger for you. He is Kex, the quartermaster. Since he is the challenger, you get to choose the terms.
А давай рукопашку, че.
I will send a runner to Kex. Prepare yourself for your fight, Jedi.
Да, изи. Сейчас примерно так же будет. Давай. Давай, Кекс. Ты можешь. Нет, ты не можешь.
The match between Kex and Jedi is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. If you want to fight again, let me know.
Заживал я Кексом.
Here to watch a fight or to participate? You choose to fight again. Now face a real Mandalorian warrior. Tagrin, what are your terms? Just fist and foot like you fight with Davril. Nothing else. Tagrin chooses to fight hand to hand. Remember,
Вообще не
no
смотрел,
weapons
кстати.
allowed and absolutely no use of your force.
Ну, может, когда-нибудь гляну. Че, опять? Вы что, не уйметесь, я смотрюсь? Он один прогиб, и ты погиб.
The match between Jedi and Tagrin is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have fought well today. The only Mandalorians left for you to fight are our champions. No one can fight a champion until they have proven themselves worthy. And it must be real proof. The kind you gain fighting foes to the death. And a champion must observe and deem your actions worthy. There are two champions in the camp, Braylor and Kelborn. Until you prove yourself in their eyes, the battle circle is closed to you.
Отлично. Да, да. Виктор еще тут. Михаил Виктор. Пойдем. Ща починим тут интеллект. Куда тебе интеллект? Ты и так слишком... Ну что это? И вот это левел-ап? Я в печали. Так, хорошо, оставить в покое. Дальше. Балдур сейчас все смогет. Толковый мужик. Это да. Так, ремонт. Изи. Ну все, Балдур, ты молодец. Кстати, да, оружие мне верните. Причем, заметьте, силу я вообще не использую, то есть... Как и было обещано. А то я как услышал, что играть без силы вообще нереально. С силой играют одни слабаки. Я решил, что надо показать, как на самом деле дела обстоят. Ну.
Young to fight in the Mandalorian Wars. With our plans scattered, there was no opportunity to prove myself. Years ago, young Mandalorians would fly point in a basilisk, laying waste to anything before them, at the forefront of battle. But this has been denied me. What little honor I have earned, you stripped from me in the battle circle. This I won't allow. You would deny my request? I want to fight here, in front of other Mandalorians, to prove my worth. Do not shame me further. There were no wars to fight, no great enemies to destroy. I wish this was a different age, where our armadas were a force to be feared. Zakek, those are the deadliest beasts in this part of the jungle. Patrols are right to be cautious about them. I'll do what I must to prove myself to the other Mandalorians, but fighting a Zakek would be a short-lived honor. What? Yes, I suppose that is possible. We would both gain recognition from that battle. Your plan is acceptable to me. Together we will destroy the Zakek. I will meet you there.
Ну хорошо. Ой, я даже знаю, куда надо идти за этим. Один есть. Если я еще раз апнусь, то это будет кошмар для того, кто будет со мной драться. Так.
That beast there. Do you see it? The force flows even through these simple creatures. If you empty your mind, you may be able to feel its thoughts. They aren't fully formed. Basic instincts, primal urges, every breath dominated by the needs of the moment. Good. Beasts can be easier to affect than other sentients. You must bridge the gap between what distinguishes us and them. You feel its thoughts? Yes. Like a low rumble before the storm. Use the force to create a barrier around it, carefully and slowly. With practice, you can make any animal passive and pliable, but the cage around their perceptions is a fragile thing. Many things can break its hold, violence especially. You may thank me by using what you have learned. Let us go.
Ну, это из-за того, что персонаж немножко глупый. Такого рода вещи не будем происходить почти всегда. Ну, не вижу, чем это конкретно.
I shall make this one see. A weakness is revealed.
Уходим. Кстати, а там у нас что? Норм девки, короче. Для вида кричат и за мной прячутся. Так, здесь надо. Без этого явно.
I am in need of your assistance. A patrol was sent to look for weapon caches in this region. They found 3 sites that looked promising. Zarka, my commander, told me to prove myself by taking explosives to those sites and uncovering the caches, if they exist. This was the first site. After easily dispatching some Maras, I removed my pack and began to plant my charges along this ridge. When I finished setting the charges, I looked down to see Canucks swarming all over my pack. The pests were eating everything. I killed the Canucks, but then a herd of Bomas arrived. I had no more ammo. The extra energy cells I had brought had been in my pack, so I've been up here, weaponless for 2 days. You must have cleared a path to the beast coming here. If you take care of the Boma beast, I can make it to safety.
Хорошо.
Your actions are worthy of a Mandalorian. Return here when you have slain the beast, and I will be able to return to camp.
I shall honor them with battle.
I'm grateful for your help, stranger. I'm returning to the Mandalorian camp now. I won't forget this. I have only one request. Please, don't mention this incident to anyone.
И чё? В смысле?
Yes?
Нет. Так не канает.
I'm grateful for your...
Вот.
I will have to think on what you said.
Вот. Бабуль свирепый. Мать твою ж. Кошмар. Так, надо бы хил апнуть, а то они не могут меня выхиливать. Прости тебя. Силу. Хил. И убить дроида. Тупо арбузик бегает. На всякий случай надо пробежаться здесь. Теперь обратно. Уже сколько? 2 часа. Надо бы на самом деле уже закругляться. Давайте сейчас этого Заки убьем. И все.
Soon you shall know pain.
Процесс хорошо. Руб. Хорошо. А вот он. Главное, что этот придурок там не умер. В принципе, его тоже можно понять, но идти умирать это не выгодно. Только не умри. Не умри, дурик.
Focus.
Еще левый, еще надо убивать, еще даже все наоборот.
I shall make this one seal.
Thank you for your help. We have killed the Zakek. I will leave the spoils of battle to you. I'm going back to camp and will tell them about Eid here.
Ну, отлично. Все, вали в лагерь. Зелененький кристалл. Давайте до сюда добежим и хватит. С одной стороны, конечно, хочется и подольше посидеть, но с другой стороны, если я буду дольше сидеть, то я быстрее пройду. тогда будет печально все это. Но я все же слышал, что хотят переиздание сделать. Или третью часть, или переиздание вот этих вот. Поэтому пока вот делаем, что делаем. Да. На подольше. Я надеюсь, что теми же, потому что другие могут испортить просто. Трифордж испортили и по полной программе. Просто обделались везде, где могли. Он настолько тупой, что... Да. Ну ладно, что есть, то есть. Зачем переиздавать? И так игра норм. Что графон, что движок. Хочу концовки нормальные, блин. Хотя не факт, конечно, что они сделают так, как я хочу. Ну, то есть, ну, вы видели все равно тут прохождение. Нету возможности остаться с кем-либо из этих девчонок вообще никак. А я как бы, если делаю одну из них своей ученицей, хочу ее учить и подольше. Вот это как-то все взяло, оборвалось и все, до свидания. Что за бред? Так. Давайте здесь заканчивать. Так, предполагаю, это все надолго еще. Команда Танквер, да, сделали неплохо. Ну, это фича, естественно. Где где-то только что взорвали. Ну тогда да. Тогда печаль. Я, кстати, не играл в команду Conquer вообще. Только в Радале. Это Радале, второй и третий что-то глянул. Так, ты не пойдешь, ты пойдешь. Ну, уже в следующий раз. Ладненько, давайте вот на этом закончим. Ладно. Как обычно, всем спасибо за просмотр. Все анонсы будут у ВК. Я пошел, а вы не балуйтесь.